Nonsensical Pittsburgh Steelers talk. Every single week we take that walk through the history, the present, and the future bright. Steel City stories shining ever so light. Yeah, Viking, Donkey, Gingy, Lasker, a legendary crew. Talking Steelers football through and through.
Dog Nation, Jackson Jennings. This is Nonsensical Steelers Talk. We're in the off season. It's your boy, the Viking Donkey, but we got a special guest today with us, Bugboo. How's it going, buddy?
Good.
That's good to hear. Remember, a lot of stuff to talk about for us here. Off season happened. New coach. How do you feel about Mike McCarthy being the head coach of the Steelers?
As long as we don't always do defense.
Don't always do defense. Well, then you kind of got your wish here. In the offseason, they trade for wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. Pretty solid career so far, all spent in Indianapolis to this point. And Aaron Rodgers comes back. So some additions to the offense. You think that's going to help him?
I actually do not know.
Don't know. Okay.
Rodgers is the backup.
Well, he's going to be the starter. He didn't sign to be anything but the starter.
Ow.
He's for sure going to be the starter there. Draft-wise, they go offensive tackle with Maxie Moore in the first round, add a wide receiver, Jeremy Bernard in the second round, add another offensive lineman in Jennings Dunker. Of course, I forgot to say, we also signed running back Rico Dwaddle. So a lot of focus into the offensive side of things here. The offensive line, we do lose Isaac Simualu, but that's about the only really major loss unless you're a Calvin Austin III fan. So the offense really seems to be moving forward. Maybe the line taking a little step back with losing one of their solid players. But a real focus seems to be going towards the offensive side of the line, or ball, which is something you seem to like. So do you like the way the draft went for him there? Really offensive focused?
Yeah, I think it's a little different for, the past years.
Fair to say. Also, some extensions getting signed. Darnell Washington, the tight end, signing a big-time extension. Them signing Nick Herbig to a big-time extension. Of course, the edge rusher there. Do you like the signings and the way this team is really getting built to this point, I guess, is what we should ask.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. Is there anything you want to talk about? Any specific spots you want to focus? Any players you think need to be talked about? A coaching staff you need to be talked about? Any of that important to you?
Coaching staff.
What do you want to talk about the coaching staff?
The coaches.
The coaches, okay. New head coach, obviously, and Mike McCarthy brings an offensive style that's been pretty successful in the past. Has made a lot of people work well, including in Dallas. What do you think about Mike McCarthy as the head coach?
We finally get to play offense instead of focus on defense. And hopefully score some points.
It would be nice to do there. Of course, Ben Angelicchio is the offensive coordinator. McCarthy's probably going to call plays, but that's where we go there. And then the defensive side, Patrick Graham comes over from the Raiders. They didn't have the best go of it. He's never really had the best go of it anywhere he's won, but, has been semi-successful, and it's definitely going to bring a different style here. Do you think maybe the defense gets better with this new style that's going to be brought by Patrick Graham?
Yes, I think I do.
What do you think is going to change?
The way they used to do it.
You think they're just going to completely change the way they're doing it?
From last year, yeah, I think so.
Okay. Danny Crossman comes in as the new special teams coordinator. He's taken over, of course, for Danny Smith, who went to Tampa Bay. Do you think the special teams, do you expect, more or less, more of the same? I mean, they're okay last year. Do you expect them to take a step to good or maybe take a step back to bad?
I want to see them go really good this year, better than last year.
Better than last year. Okay, that's something to say. Anywhere you think the team still needs to try to improve before starting the real meat of the offseason, actual training camp?
I don't know. No.
No? Okay. What are your expectations for this team this year? knowing that the personnel is very similar, coaching staff probably the biggest change, but adding another couple weapons in the wide receiving core couldn't hurt. Of course, second round pick Jeremy Bernard and Michael Pittman Jr. coming over, as well as adding a running back Enrico Dwaddle, who's kind of a trade off there, I guess you could say, for last year's team MVP that we lost, unfortunately. Do you think this is going to lead to a better season for the Steelers this year, or do you think they're going to take a step back?
Better season.
Better season. All right. What do you think their record's going to be then? Just a guess. They're 17 games.
17-2.
17-0. Okay, the perfect season. Here we go. You heard it first. Bugboo's bringing it in there. Anything else you want to talk about Steelers related here, Bug?
Nope.
Do you have any shout outs for this week?
I honestly do not.
For the off season. That's fine. You definitely don't have to know. That's not anything that is a forced premise at all. So there you go. We have Bugboo. He said he doesn't have anything else he wants to talk about. No real shout outs for this week. So I guess should I give a shout out? I'll give a shout out purely on a sad thing. I know Alden Smith had a really crazy career. I believe he is the guy who had terroristic threats brought against him sometime. But really sad to hear that he died this weekend in San Francisco doing charity work, delivering pizzas. Had something happened to him. Unfortunate to hear that. So I'll give a shout out to him. He's a dude who really was a heck of a playmaker for the Niners back, 5-10 years ago, I think is the time frame for that. So we'll give a shout out there because that's a tragic end and hate to hear that. Now I'll let you know I'm the Viking Donkey. It's Viking_Donkey on Twitch or Twitter. Your daily dose Donkey Ginger is where you get this awesome content. We have to give a special thank you to Bugboo for showing up and let him sign us out.
Here we go, Steelers!